nothing like understanding that there's no one size fits all for knives. And why did I not learn this until so late? I used to honestly think everybody who was cutting just had these cutting skills. But come to find out, it's not even just cutting skills. It's just having the right equipment. So guys, when you really want to make sure you're upping your kitchen game, get you a Never Dull Ninja knife set. I'm going to go over each one of these knives because each one of these knives have a specific purpose. And see, when you understand your kitchen utensils, you really start to understand how to up your cooking game. So don't use one knife for one thing. I mean, you can because the knives cut amazing, but you want to make sure you follow the instructions so that you can get the best cut for whatever it is you're doing in your kitchen for your meal. But don't take my word for it. Let's cut up a potato. So all of these knives are not created equal, and sometimes, unfortunately, you really up your cooking game, you're not going to understand how to really use your knives. Read your instructions. They come with an awesome starter guide that gives you the recommended knife usage. Item goes best with that particular knife. So we'll start with this knife here, and this is the 8-inch chef knife. And if you notice, they are so nice that they even put the information right here. So you can actually see that it says 8-inch, and I'm hoping that comes in. Now, this knife here is a multi-purpose knife. It can be used for slicing, chopping, mincing, and dicing. So if you had questions on which type of knife goes with what, I got you. This is the 7-inch Santoku knife. Now, this one does not say multi-purpose. Once again, the name is right here. This knife here is used for smaller multi-purpose, thinner slicing, dicing, and mincing. So it has an oval indent. If you see these little indentations, did y'all ever want to know what these were for? Like, these have a purpose. So these are along the knife blade to help reduce the food from sticking. Guys, there's a reason why this has those little grooves and this one doesn't. All right, so this is your Santoku knife that you would use. This one here is your 8-inch slicing knife. Once again, the names are all on here, and there's a reference recommendation that comes with this Ninja purchase. So if you really don't know what knife goes with what, I didn't. I used to think all knives were one size fits all. But this one is the 8-inch slicing knife. This one is used for cutting thinner slices of larger vegetables, fruits, cold cuts, meats, roasts, whatever you want to use as far as it being thinner, small slices. So, like, I just really was in shock when I really started learning the differences between all of these knives. This one is used for slicing through bread, tomatoes, and even citrus fruit. That is why it has the grooves at the bottom to help get through those areas, especially like citrus where it may have a hard peel on the outside. All right, so then we've got our utility knife. This is the 6-inch utility knife. And once again, if you don't know, the names are right here on the knife. So they give you this information right here. So this Ninja knife here is the 6-inch utility knife. It's definitely used for thinner slicing, trimming, and filleting. So if you're cooking your salmon, fish, and you need to make sure that you fillet that bad boy real good, use this knife here. It works perfect. And last but not least, we've got the 3.5 paring knife. Now this is used also for cutting, trimming the fat, and peeling small vegetables and fruits. So for all your little apples and things of that sort that you want to cut, little small things, that's what this knife is for. And this is the 3.5-inch paring knife. Then we have a whole set of awesome steak knives. So when your guests come over and you're serving any kind of steak, they do give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steak knives that you can use. So the steak knives are what they're for. Cut your steak. That's what these are for. So you don't have to be sitting there fighting. And guess what? When you have the right knife, even if you might have cooked that steak a little bit too hard, it's going to cut right through, so it won't even look that bad. I'm telling y'all, use the right knife when you have guests over. Last but not least, we've got our shears. And these are your cutting shears, and they're just used for snipping and cutting. So like when you cut even a chicken, sometimes I cook a whole chicken. If I need to cut the back out, I use this and cut right on the side, and it gives me a perfect cut for when I want to put my chicken in the oven and roast it. So all of this is so convenient to put right back into the places. I love this set. I did not understand the power of having the right type of knife set in your kitchen and how it really can take your cutting game up to the next level. And we'll go ahead and demonstrate really quick. Let's move this up here. I don't know if y'all heard that little pop-up. Pop-up is definitely the suction cups, right? That helps the knife not move anywhere. So, do y'all hear that? I'm just going to make sure that this knife is wiped off pretty good. And you're going to put your knife in the slot. It's going to fit in the gauge all by itself. So you don't have to force the knife at all. And then you're going to push down when you're ready to release the knife, because it's stuck in there. Do y'all see that? You cannot pull this out. There's a lever here at the top. This lever here is what you'll use to push the lever to get your knife out, which is good because you don't want to be, you know, just pulling on anything to make it come out like that. You want to make sure you use the tool that helps release this. Y'all see that? It releases it out. All right. So when you're ready to sharpen your knife, you're going to basically insert a clean, dry knife. Y'all saw I wiped the knife off before I actually put it in there. And while holding it tightly, or like not really hard, you're just going to take this and you're going to go up and down, and you need to do it 10 times. It definitely tells you use the up and down motion for 10 times. So we're going to just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I kind of treated this like how we work out, you know, one side. So up, down is 1. And now we're just going to take this button here to release our knife. And you should have a good sharpened blade here. Do y'all see that? Everything should be good and sharpened here. So I hope you all enjoyed this quick review of this Never Dull Ninja knife. I got it in the black set. Now, there are different ones, but this one is the black set with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 actual cutting knives, and your shears will give you your 13 cutting utensil in this set. So don't wait. Go get this knife set. I'm telling you, it will change your game. It's going to make you look like you really know what you're doing in the kitchen. So go get it today.